In the year 2147, humanity had reached the pinnacle of technological advancement, but at a cost. Earth was a desolate shell, ravaged by climate change and war. Amidst the ruins of old cities, Dr. Alara Voss, a brilliant but reclusive physicist, toiled in her underground lab, driven by a singular obsession: to invent a time travel device that could alter the past and save her world. Alara was a woman of contradictions. With wild curls that framed her face and eyes that sparkled with determination, she had spent the last decade of her life studying quantum physics and temporal mechanics. Haunted by the loss of her family during the Great Collapse, she believed that if she could just go back to the moment before the catastrophe, she could change the course of history. After years of failures, one stormy night, Alara finally succeeded. Her device, a sleek metallic orb pulsating with blue energy, hummed with potential as she stood before it, heart racing. With a deep breath, she set the dial to the year 2020, the last year of relative peace before the world spiraled into chaos. With a flash, Alara was transported to a bustling city, vibrant and alive. She emerged in a park, surrounded by laughter and the smell of blooming flowers. The world was beautiful, but she had little time to admire it. She needed to find a way to communicate her warnings to the leaders of the time. As she navigated the streets, she encountered Theo, a tech-savvy journalist with a knack for uncovering the truth. He was skeptical of her claims at first, but Alara's passion and knowledge eventually convinced him to help. Together, they gathered evidence of the impending doom, racing against the clock to make the world listen. Their journey took them through protests, government meetings, and clandestine gatherings, where they faced opposition from those who thrived on the chaos of the future. As the deadline approached, Alara's resolve was tested. Would she risk everything to change the past, knowing it could lead to unforeseen consequences? In a final confrontation, they managed to broadcast their message to the world, igniting a movement for change. As Alara activated her device to return to her time, she felt a flicker of hope. Perhaps this time, humanity would heed the warnings and forge a brighter future. She stepped into the portal, leaving behind a world on the brink of transformation, her heart filled with the promise of a new beginning.